Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Billie English, where I help you to take your English skills to the next level. Today, we're going to explore an amazing tool called YouGlish. If you're trying to improve your pronunciation or learn how native speakers use certain words, this website will be your new best friend. So what is YouGlish and how can it help you? Let's take a look. YouGlish is a website that lets you search for any word or phrase and instantly find videos of native speakers using that word or phrase in real life situations. It's a bit like having a personal tutor who can show you how words are actually used in everyday conversations and how they are pronounced. So whether you're intermediate or advanced, it can help you improve your pronunciation and help you refine your vocabulary use. Now let's go through how to use YouGlish step by step. First, open your browser and go to youglish.com. The website is simple and easy to navigate. You will see a search bar right at the top of the page. Step 1 is to type a word or phrase you want to learn more about. For example, let's say you want to learn how to pronounce the word entrepreneur. Just type it in and hit enter. YouGlish will now show you a list of videos where native speakers are using the word entrepreneur. You can even see a transcript of what the speaker is saying underneath. The search word is always highlighted in yellow. Step 2 is to choose a video and listen carefully. What's really cool is that YouGlish doesn't just give you one example, it gives you many. You can click through multiple videos to hear different people using the same word in various accents and contexts.
Like a closing thought. Do you consider yourself an entrepreneur?
Or the young entrepreneur in Peru who's teaching rural women digital skills.
And now I'm an entrepreneur, I'm an investor, but
technology entrepreneur who gave an amazing presentation.
And within that statement is really what makes a great entrepreneur.
I'm interested in how the new entrepreneur, either in that place,
unique. I think it was the massively successful entrepreneur Naval.
Listen closely to how the speaker pronounces the word. Notice the intonation and stress and rhythm they use in the sentence. This is a great way to improve your pronunciation and sound more fluent and natural. There's an additional tool I really like. If the person speaks too fast, you can slow down the speed of the video. Let's listen to an example at normal speed.
And some studies suggest that conscientious speakers use and
now again at a slower speed.
And some studies suggest that conscientious speakers
I think this is a really helpful tool as well, especially if you have a lower level of English and find it difficult to understand fast speech. There's just one thing that you have to remember. When you click play, the video won't stop after you've heard the word. It will continue playing so you can understand in which context the word was used. To stop the video, either click pause or click next to move to the next video. Step 3 is to practice alongside the video. After you've listened to a few examples, pause the video and try to repeat the word or phrase yourself. YouGlish also has a handy replay button, so you can listen to the same part as many times as you need.
At it, you will notice that Thomas Jefferson had taken a razor and scissors.
Repeating after the speaker will help you get used to the natural pronunciation and rhythm of English. Don't worry if it's difficult at first. Practice makes perfect. You can search for words, but also for short phrases or a combination of words. For example, native speakers often use, "Does that make sense?" after they have said something to look for confirmation, although most of the time the speaker is not really waiting for an answer from you. And the sentence is also often said very fast, and some sounds in the words get shortened. Let's look it up on YouGlish and listen to some examples.
Does that make sense? We kind of just ask a lot of questions.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, kind of.
Choice. Does that make sense? Yeah.
You know, does that make sense?
No, it does, because...
So, does that make sense to you? At first, does that make sense to you? At first...
Does that make sense? Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. Does that make sense?
They separated. Does that make sense to everybody? And one half went this direction. They separated. Does that make sense to everybody?
Did you notice how "does that" gets reduced quite often, so it sounds more like one word rather than two separate words? Try repeating the phrase after each speaker. You will notice that you will gain in fluency. So you can see YouGlish can also help you mimic English with features of connected speech. But YouGlish isn't just for pronunciation, it's also an excellent tool for learning vocabulary in context. Let's say you come across an adjective like laid back, and you want to see how it's used in real conversations. Type laid back into YouGlish and watch how native speakers use it in different sentences.
Isla Verde, it feels quite laid back and relaxed, with plenty of sand for everyone to unwind on. And at number 1 is Flamenco.
The city has wide open spaces and a laid-back atmosphere, and there is an endless number of activities to keep visitors entertained.
To a laid-back lifestyle.
And you lived where on Maui?
We lived in Sprecklesville in a old plantation house that we were just renting it.
I mean, it's a pretty laid-back organization. You know, you wear jeans and a t-shirt, and you know, people are pretty geeky and nerdy at the NSA. It's not like that in a lot of other agencies I worked for.
These examples help you understand the meaning of the phrase more deeply and how it fits into natural conversation. For example, after watching a few videos of laid back, we can see that the adjective laid back is often used to describe an atmosphere in a place or the attitude of a person, and in quite a relaxed and informal setting. Finally, step 5 is to customize your learning experience. YouGlish lets you filter results by accent: American, British, Australian, and many more. So you can focus on the accent that you're most interested in. And there you have it. YouGlish is a powerful and free tool that can help you sound more natural in English and expand your vocabulary at the same time. So give it a try and see how it can boost your learning. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.